you can't make a film like this unless you have the players, those actors who can fulfill the roles. And I have been particularly gifted on this journey. And so the story of this goes from all throughout Elvis's life, and of course we know you can't tell Elvis's life story without his early days on Beale Street. And you know, some of the great iconic singers that he knew and had seen and was influenced by are in our movie. You know, characters like Sister Rosetta Tharpe, the godmother of rock and roll, played by Yola. She sings, she acts, and she's fabulous. You know, last night was a beautiful thing to be around the whole family with Priscilla there, and it was the first time I really realized when I was standing on the stage, like, the responsibility of taking on Priscilla, whose life begins very young and then goes on and she evolves into her own woman, her own, you know, has her own iconic reality, but also evolves into this person who goes on and takes on enormous responsibility. So you have to have an actor who can play that entire range, and we found that in Olivia Dejonge, who plays Priscilla Graceland. I had this thing. I love to research and to live the life of movies. You know, when I did Gatsby, it was just like I lived the life of F. Scott Fitzgerald, you know, but I would live and research it and never have to make the movie. So I made one stipulation, which was I'm not going to make this film unless I could find someone who could play Elvis. And I kind of figured I never would, you know, so I wouldn't have to make the film. I could just spend my life enjoying the research. But it's out there in the stories in the press, and you would know about it. I get a tape. It's this personal experience of someone singing, weeping, wrapped in a dressing gown, singing Unchained Melody. And from that moment on, and from the moment on he walked into my space, a miracle had occurred. And that miracle continues to this day. The miracle is here. His name's Austin Butler. One of the great, look, the other thing is, and it's kind of important to say this because although I work with all kinds of actors, it's important sometimes to give up-and-comers a go, and in this film I managed to find a small role, and I only point this out because, you know, it's hard when you start acting, you're at the beginning of your career, and you need a break, and I feel really happy that we gave someone a break. It's a small role, and if you think, well, it's Tom Hanks. You know, Little Richard was an incredible character. You needed someone who could actually embody like the just incredible style, the grace, the movement, the power, the energy, and we have that in Alton Mason. He's quite a shabby dresser, really, isn't he? It's a very important part of the story, this early relationships with different singers from Beale, and no singer... I was at Beale the first night we came, 48 hours ago, went down there at Beale, and I saw the B.B. King, and I saw a picture of B.B.